All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It is Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
A gloomy day here in Kentucky.
Yeah, it is. It was pretty yesterday, though.
Yeah. Okay, so today, Jesus teaches about the cost of being a disciple. Luke chapter 14, starting at verse 25. A large crowd was following Jesus. He turned around and said to them, "If you want to be my disciple, you must hate everyone else by comparison, your father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sisters, yes, even your own life. Otherwise you cannot be my disciple. And if you do not carry your own cross and follow me, you cannot be my disciple. But don't begin unless you count the cost. For who would begin construction of a building without first calculating the cost to see if there is enough money to finish it? Otherwise you might complete only the foundation before running out of money, and then everyone would laugh at you. They would say, there's the person who started that building and couldn't afford to finish it. Or what king will go to war against another king without sitting down with his counselors to discuss whether his army of 10,000 could defeat the 20,000 soldiers marching against him? And if he can't, he will send a delegation to discuss terms of peace while the enemy is still far away. So you cannot become my disciple without giving up everything you own. Salt is good for seasoning, but if it loses its flavor, how do you make it salty again? Flavorless salt is neither good for the soil nor the manure pile. It is thrown away. Anyone with ears to hear should listen and understand. Now the commentary. Jesus' audience was well aware of what it meant to carry one's own cross. When the Romans led a criminal to his execution site, he was forced to carry the cross on which he would die. This showed his submission to Rome and warned observers that they had better submit too. Jesus made his statement to get the crowds to think through their enthusiasm for him. He encouraged those who were superficial either to go deeper or to turn back. Following Christ means total submission to him, perhaps even to the point of death. When a builder doesn't count the When a builder doesn't count the cost or estimates it inaccurately, the builder may be left uncompleted. Will you abandon the Christian life after a little while because you did not count the cost of commitment to Jesus? What are the costs? Christians may face loss of social status or wealth. They may have to give up control of their money, their time, or their career. They may be hated, separated from their family, and even put to death. Following Christ does not mean a trouble-free life. We must carefully count the cost of becoming Christ's disciples so that we will firmly hold to our faith and won't be tempted later to turn back. Salt can lose its flavor. When it gets wet and then dries, nothing is left but a tasteless residue. Many Christians blend into the world and avoid the cost of standing up for Christ. But Jesus says if Christians lose their distinctive saltiness, they become worthless. Just as salt flavors and preserves food, we are to preserve the good in the world and bring new flavor to life. This requires careful planning, willing sacrifice, and unswerving commitment to Christ's kingdom. But if we fail to be salty, we fail to represent Christ in the world. How salty are you? Now, his term of being salty and our term of being salty are two completely different things.
That's what I was about to say. Is today's viewpoint of the definition of salty?
Yeah,
means like you got a bad attitude or you're,
Yeah, everybody's got plenty enough of that around here.
Oh yeah, but that's not what he's talking about.
No, absolutely not.
Do you want to explain what he's talking about?
Explain what?
You want to go into the?
Well, I think he just did.
Okay.
I mean.
Yeah, I don't really know what else to give to that.
No, I don't know. I think you already said everything there is to say here, but I think we all understand
that
salt's purpose is to flavor and preserve, and yes, that's what we are to be.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be salt and light.
Right. We're supposed to preserve the knowledge of the good news of the gospel of Jesus.
And the light to show the way.
And the light to show the way.
Yep. Okay, it is Saturday, so I hope everybody is going to have a glorious weekend, and we'll talk to you later.